Hello and welcome to the 28th episode of Stories. And today I have Miss Nithya Ruben live with me. Miss Nithya, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Love and peace greetings to everyone.
Miss Nithya, before starting the show, how are you today?
I feel great. I feel awesome.
Just could you brief about your background, your current association, what you're involved in, so that people could know you more in detail?
All right. I'm Nithya Ruben. I have been living in UAE from year 1993.
Oh,
My journey in UAE started with the company Act for Giver, and they were into photographic films, chemicals, medical equipments, and electronics. They were the distributors for Funai products, for products in the Middle East. And anyone who has lived in UAE will definitely be knowing about Kareem Center, the electronic shop in Bardubai. So they were the owners of Kareem Center as well. It was a great journey working with them because that company gave me an entry into the beautiful city of Dubai. I came to Dubai with so many fears and so many uncertainties, wondering how the working atmosphere is going to be. But they made me feel very cool and comfortable, and I had the opportunity to work with people from different countries and nationalities. So I cherish those moments. And 3 years with them, and later on, I started working for a company in Free Zone, New Plus Industries, and they are into FMCG and pharmaceutical company packaging materials. So that was another different experience because that gave me an opportunity to work in the free zone, to come to know about the free zone regulations and different kind of clients and customers. So even that journey I always remember and cherish. And later on in the year 2000, I joined Galadari Group, and I continued with them for almost 18 years, 11 years with the FMCG division, Baskin Robbins.
yeah.
And later on, I shifted to the printing division, College Times. 8 years I worked with them. So 18 years of association with the Galadari brothers. I enjoyed every moment of it. And I am still proud about my association with Baskin Robbins because we created many success stories. And they had just completed the world's largest cake Guinness record when I had joined.
Okay.
Later on, we got many awards, rewards, and recognitions for excellence and innovation. So that memory is still remaining fresh. And another opportunity to work in the printing division with editors, journalists, and reporters, creative artists. That was again a beautiful journey. And for the last 2 years, I've started my entrepreneurial journey, and I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Fantastic. Talking about your journey of success and ups and downs, would you like to share with us your strategies for success, your success statement, or what drove you, or what is the passion which kept you performing throughout different phases in your life?
Okay, it's passion, dedication, and commitment. That has been my mantra.
Yeah.
And the eagerness to learn, keep learning. Every day I keep learning. As I'm talking to you, I have some takeaways from you. So the desire to learn from others, apart from the books.
Yeah.
So giving 100% to whatever we do, that has been my mantra.
Yeah. Fantastic. Going ahead, when we talk about success, obviously there would have been challenges in your life. So, in fact, how did you overcome your challenges, or maybe you have some challenges currently? What is the strategy regarding challenges? How are you overcoming this on a daily basis?
Although I like to spread the message of positivity, I must admit that I had a little bit of challenges when I came to UAE, because not in terms of performance, but in the way we carry ourselves, and mainly the dress code and the late night business meets. So I used to be very, humble and simple and soft spoken. So it was difficult for me to say no.
Yeah.
So after initial bit of struggle, I learned a technique like you need to be humble, but at the same time you need to be assertive. There is no compromise on certain values. So once I mastered that, it was very helpful for me throughout my journey in whichever organization I had worked. I had learned like certain things we can compromise and certain things you cannot. So it's okay to say no on certain things which you cannot do. So there has to be a perfect balance between being humble and being assertive. That was one of the challenges which I could overcome this way. And about the recent times, well, I can say that during COVID, everybody had their share of challenges.
Yeah.
And I must admit that my company, my staff worked with me throughout the lockdown period, and not even one day we closed. So the team was with me, very supportive, very helpful, and but the coaching had to be, we had to keep giving mental health support, because everyone had some kind of challenges. Some maybe job losses, and some people, someone known to them, family members or neighbors or from their friends circle, they became the victims of COVID-19. So all this were working in their minds. So we had to push them and we had to handhold them to make them strong. So that was one area which I think mental health will need little more focus even in the coming days.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether you are a professional or you are a business owner, as I said, giving 100%,
Yeah.
that has to be there. The commitment, the loyalty, the sincerity, and the fire in the belly to achieve something great, to achieve excellence, that should be there. Success is all yours. If you give your 100%, the universe will support you, and people are there to handhold you. The universe will connect you with the right people at the right time if you follow your passion and give your 100%. Developing an attitude of gratitude is very, very important. And as we are stepping into year 2021, it's very important that we set a goal for ourselves, both personal as well as professional goals. And once you set a goal, it's very important that we give our 100% to achieve the set goal. And while working towards achieving the goal, please ensure that your actions are within the legal, moral, and ethical framework. That is also very important. And never be afraid of failure, because I'm saying this because it is very, very relevant to the times. Many of us have had disappointment, maybe at the job front or in the business. You know,
Yeah.
we have faced several challenges. So this is all temporary. This too shall pass.
Yeah.
So we need to let failure not put us down. Success is not final. At the same time, failure should not be fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. So
Yeah.
let failure not put you down. Continue your journey. Life is a journey, and you should not stop at one point. You need to continue the journey.
This is so positive because people need to understand that everything is not lost yet, and people have to come out of that negative situation. This is a fantastic takeaway for today's session. Before closing the show, Ms. Nitya, just wanted to ask you about what are your current engagements, current and you're talking about entrepreneurship and assignments you're currently doing. Would you like to share with the world so that people can know about it?
Actually, we started the venture with Expo 2020 in mind, and we started with the linen and fabric for hotel and hospitality industry. Initially, we were doing pretty well, and February 2020, you know what happened.
Yeah.
So, but then we were quick enough to shift. Since we were into linen and fabric, we just quickly changed into the requirements, what the market needs. We got into PPE and we got into disposable items and health and hygiene items. We were quick enough to shift. Instead of pushing into the market what we had, we started looking at what the market requires,
Yeah.
started identifying suppliers, and then started selling those items. So it is a quickness to change, and that helped us to continue business during COVID times. And in year 2021, I'm also wanting to focus on replacing plastics with sustainable products. The one-time use product has to be replaced with reusable, non-toxic, 100% organic cotton. So I'm working on that, whether it could be a shopping bag or a garbage or a trash bag or a laundry bag. We need to change into sustainable products. So I'm working on that line.
Perfect. All the best for that. I know there's a lot of research and study involved in that. Thanks a lot for coming online in such short notice, and thank you so much for sharing so much information to the world. And we appreciate your sharing these key tips especially with people who are so much negative in the situation. Thanks a lot, Ms. Nitya, for this time.